Hi everyone. Welcome to today's listening exercise. The story you're about to hear is designed to help you train your listening skills. Listen carefully and don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. You can repeat it as many times as you need. Listen, sleep with it, and come back to it again. For even better results, try writing down the key points every 3 minutes. This will help you remember the story and really understand it. So get comfortable, focus, and enjoy the story. Let's start training your listening skills. If you did not hear the previous listening practice, go back before start this one. Trouble with friends. As the days went by, Daniel noticed something new. Sophia often talked to him. She asked about his favorite books, about why he was quiet, about his hobbies. She seemed curious about him. Daniel didn't mind. It was nice that someone wanted to know him. But Lily started acting different. She was quieter when Sophia joined them. Sometimes she rolled her eyes when Sophia talked too much. Sometimes she avoided eating with them at lunch. One afternoon, Lily finally spoke. "Daniel, do you even notice? Sophia always takes your attention. She talks, and you just listen. Do you even care about your old friends anymore?" Daniel was shocked. "Lily, no, I care. You and Emma are my best friends." Emma tried to calm them. "Come on, Lily. Sophia is just new. She doesn't mean harm." But Lily crossed her arms. "Maybe. But I don't like it. It feels like things are changing." Daniel didn't know what to say. He felt stuck in the middle. He didn't want to hurt Lily. He didn't want to push Sophia away either. His heart was heavy with confusion. That night, he couldn't sleep. He thought about how hard it was to balance friendships. For someone like him who already struggled to speak, this was even harder. He wanted peace, but peace was not easy to keep. The next day, Sophia asked, "Is Lily mad at me?" Daniel froze. I don't know," he answered honestly. Sophia sighed. "I don't want problems. I just wanted to be your friend." Daniel felt lost. He wanted to fix everything, but he didn't even know where to start. The first crush. As weeks passed, Daniel started noticing something else. Emma. She had always been kind to him, always patient, always encouraging. She believed in him even when he didn't believe in himself. One afternoon, while they were studying together in the library, Daniel caught himself staring at her smile. His heart jumped. "Do I like her?" he wondered. It was a strange thought, both exciting and scary. Emma was his friend, his best friend. What if he said something and ruined everything? Sophia noticed his quietness. "You like her, don't you?" she whispered one day. Daniel's eyes widened. "What? No, I don't know." Sophia laughed softly. "It's okay. I won't tell, but maybe you should be honest with her." Honest. The word sounded heavy. For Daniel, honesty was easy on paper, but hard with words, especially words about feelings. Jason, of course, found out somehow. "Hey, Daniel," he teased in the cafeteria. "Do you like Emma?" "Aw, how cute." His voice was loud and some students turned to look. Daniel's face turned red as a tomato. Emma frowned at Jason. "Leave him alone," she said firmly. Jason smirked and walked away. Daniel felt a mix of shame and relief. Shame because Jason had teased him. Relief because Emma defended him. But inside, his feelings only grew stronger. That night, he wrote in his notebook, "How do I tell her? Should I ever tell her?" Standing tall, finally, the day of the speeches arrived. Daniel felt sick as he walked into class. His paper trembled in his hands. Students took turns standing in front of the room, speaking about their chosen topics. Some were funny, some were serious, some were confident. Then Mr. Carter called, "Daniel, you're next." The room grew quiet. Daniel walked slowly to the front, his legs heavy as if made of stone. He turned to face the class. His heart pounded so loudly he thought everyone could hear it. His voice shook as he began. "Hi, my name is Daniel, and I want to talk about being shy." Some students looked surprised. Jason smirked, but Daniel kept going. "Shyness is hard. Sometimes it feels like you are behind a wall. You want to speak, but the words stay inside. You want to join, but fear stops you. People think you are quiet because you don't care. But the truth is, you care a lot. Maybe too much." His voice trembled, but he continued. "Last year, I had no friends. I was invisible. But then, Emma and Lily talked to me. They showed me kindness. They gave me courage. And Sophia, this year, also gave me courage to try. I am still shy, but I am learning that my voice matters too." He stopped, his hands shaking. The room was silent for a moment. Then slowly people started clapping. First Emma, then Lily, then the whole class. Even Jason clapped, though his smile was small. Daniel felt his chest lighten. He had done it. He had spoken. He had been honest. When he returned to his seat, Emma whispered, "That was amazing." Lily nodded, eyes soft. Sophia gave him a thumbs up. For the first time, Daniel felt proud of himself. He knew he was still shy, still learning, but he was not the same boy from last year. He was stronger, he was standing taller, and his journey was only beginning. A new challenge. The applause from Daniel's speech had faded, but the memory stayed bright in his heart. For days, he walked the halls of Riverside High with a new kind of feeling. Still shy, still quiet, but not invisible anymore. Some classmates nodded at him, some smiled. Emma often said, "See? People notice you now." One afternoon, Mr. Carter stopped Daniel after class. "You did very well, Daniel. Have you thought about joining a club? The debate club could use someone like you." Daniel's eyes widened. "Me? Debate?" His voice cracked. "Mr. Bryant," Carter smiled kindly. "Yes, you. I know it sounds scary, but that's the point. Growth comes from challenge." Daniel carried those words home. Debate? He imagined standing in front of people, not just giving a speech, but arguing, defending ideas, thinking fast. His stomach twisted. But part of him wondered, what if he could do it? Emma, when she heard, clapped her hands. "That's amazing. You should try." Lily frowned. "But debate is stressful. Are you sure you want that, Daniel?" Sophia grinned. "Of course he should. It will make him stronger." Daniel listened, uncertain. He had never imagined himself in a debate club, yet the idea planted itself in his mind like a seed waiting to grow. Joining a club. The next week, Daniel walked to the room where the debate club met. His palms were sweaty, his legs heavy. When he opened the door, voices filled the space. Students sat in groups, talking quickly, their words like fire. "Welcome," said Miss Reyes, the debate coach. "Are you here to join?" Daniel nodded shyly. "Yes." She smiled warmly. "Good. Take a seat. Listen today. Speak when you feel ready." Daniel sat in the back. The students argued about a topic. Should school uniforms be required? Some shouted their points, others laughed, some raised hands. Daniel's eyes followed the fast exchange, his ears catching words like freedom, equality, respect. His mouth stayed shut. After the meeting, Emma asked, "How was it?" Daniel thought carefully. Loud, fast, scary, but Interesting. Sophia nudged him. See, you survived. Next time you'll talk. Lily shook her head. He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. Daniel stayed quiet, but inside something was stirring. He wanted to belong. Jason returns. At the second debate club meeting, Daniel froze when he saw Jason walk in. Jason smirked when he spotted him. Well, look who's here, Jason said. The shy guy wants to debate? Daniel's stomach sank. The last thing he wanted was Jason in the same room. But Jason didn't just make jokes. When the debate started, Jason spoke confidently, his words sharp and fast. He argued with power, almost like a natural. Daniel couldn't deny it. Jason was good. Afterward, Jason walked past Daniel and whispered, "Try to keep up, quiet boy." Daniel clenched his fists. A part of him wanted to run. Another part wanted to prove Jason wrong. That night, Daniel lay awake in bed, staring at the ceiling. He thought about Jason's smirk, Jason's words. He remembered the applause from his speech. Maybe, just maybe, he could face him. Sophia's encouragement. Sophia noticed Daniel's nervousness. After school, she invited him to practice. "Come on," she said, dragging him to the library. "You need to project your voice. Say something strong." Daniel shook his head. I can't." "Yes, you can," Sophia insisted. She crossed her arms. "Say, I believe in myself." Daniel's face turned red. "No way." "Yes way, say it," he whispered. "I believe in myself." "Louder," Sophia said. Daniel took a breath. "I believe in myself." Sophia smiled. "Better." Again. They practiced for an hour. Daniel felt silly, but also a little lighter. Emma joined later and gave a thumbs up. "That's good, Daniel. You're getting better." But Lily stood back, arms crossed. She didn't say much, only watching with a quiet frown. Daniel noticed, but he didn't know how to fix it. The first debate. The day came when Miss Ray said, "Today we'll have a practice debate. Daniel, you and Jason will be on opposite teams." Daniel's stomach flipped. Against Jason? He wanted to disappear. The topic was simple. Should homework be reduced? Jason started, speaking loudly, confidently. He made the audience laugh with a joke. Everyone clapped. Daniel's hands shook as he stood. He opened his mouth, and nothing came. Seconds passed. Sweat ran down his back. Then he remembered Sophia's voice. "I believe in myself." He took a breath. Homework should be less because students need rest. If we are too tired, we don't learn. His voice was small but clear. People nodded. He continued, adding more points. His sentences were short but honest. When he sat down, his heart was racing. Jason smirked but didn't laugh. After the debate, Sophia whispered, "See? You did it." Daniel smiled weakly. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. Friendship tensions. As weeks passed, things grew tense. Emma often studied with Daniel. Sophia practiced debate with him. Lily began to drift away. One afternoon, she finally spoke. "Daniel, you've changed. You don't have time for me anymore." Daniel blinked. "That's not true. You're my friend." "Then why do you always sit with Sophia?" Lily snapped. Emma tried to calm them. "Lily, it's not like that. He just needs practice." But Lily shook her head. "I feel invisible now, just like he used to feel." Her words hit Daniel hard. He didn't want to lose her, but he didn't know how to balance everything. That night, he wrote in his notebook, "How do I keep all my friends? How do I stop hurting them?" The school trip. Soon an announcement came. The class would go on a trip to a historical city. Everyone buzzed with excitement. For Daniel, the idea was both exciting and terrifying. Being away from home, surrounded by classmates, meant no escape from social moments. On the bus, students laughed and shared snacks. Daniel sat by the window, quiet. Emma slid into the seat next to him. "Don't worry," she said with a smile. "It'll be fun." Her presence calmed him. For the first time, he looked forward to the trip. Moments on the trip. The city was full of tall buildings, museums, and old streets. Students walked in groups, taking photos. Daniel stayed close to Emma and Sophia. On the bus ride back, Emma shared her headphones with him. They listened to music quietly while the others played games. Daniel's heart beat fast. It was the most comfortable silence he had ever known. Jason, sitting across the aisle, noticed and smirked, but didn't say anything. For once, he seemed tired of teasing. Trouble on the trip, but the trip wasn't without trouble. During a museum visit, Daniel got separated from the group. Panic filled his chest. He looked around, lost among strangers. Sophia found him first. "Hey, breathe. We'll find them." Jason appeared too, surprisingly calm. "Come on, shy boy, stick with us." Together they searched and finally caught up with the class. Daniel felt relief wash over him. That night he thought, maybe Jason isn't only mean, maybe he has another side. The first confession. Back at school, Daniel's feelings for Emma grew stronger. He wanted to tell her, but fear locked his mouth. One afternoon, Sophia said, "You should just tell her. Hiding forever hurts more." Daniel nodded, but when he tried, his voice failed. He stood with Emma under the tree, heart pounding, lips frozen. Instead, he only said, "Thank you for always helping me." Emma smiled, not knowing the storm inside him. A school competition. The debate club announced a regional competition. Miss Reyes chose the team: Jason, Sophia, and Daniel. Daniel almost fainted. A real competition, with strangers watching? Jason smirked. "Don't mess this up, quiet boy." Daniel swallowed hard. He wanted to run, but he also wanted to prove himself. Training days. Training was intense. Jason attacked arguments with fire. Sophia corrected Daniel's posture, his tone. Emma cheered him on. Lily stayed distant, still hurt. Daniel felt pulled in many directions. But each practice made him stronger. His voice was steadier, his words sharper. He was still nervous, but less paralyzed. The competition day. The big day came. The auditorium buzzed with people. Teams from other schools filled the room. Daniel's stomach twisted. When it was his turn, he stood tall. His voice shook at first, then grew firm. He argued with clarity. He looked at the audience. He didn't run. Jason gave powerful speeches too. For the first time, Daniel felt not bullied but challenged. They were rivals, not enemies. Their team didn't win first place, but they earned respect. Ms. Reyes said proudly, "You all did well." Daniel smiled. For him, it was victory enough. Healing friendships. After the competition, Daniel found Lily sitting alone. He sat beside her quietly. "I'm sorry," he said. "I didn't mean to forget you." Lily sighed. "I just missed the old times. But I know you're growing. I should support you too." Daniel's chest warmed. "You're still my friend, always." She smiled faintly. Their friendship wasn't perfect again, but it was healing. Looking forward. As the school year ended, Daniel sat under the tree with Emma, Lily, and Sophia. Jason passed by and gave a small nod instead of a smirk. Daniel thought about everything: his first day of silence, his first friends, his first speech, the trip, the competition. He whispered to himself, "I'm still shy, but I'm stronger." Emma heard and smiled. Yes, you are. Daniel looked at the sunset above Riverside High. His story was not finished. It was only beginning. This is the end for today's video. Thank you so much for staying with me until the very end of this story. I truly appreciate your time and energy. But don't stop here. Part 3 will be coming soon, so keep listening and learning with me. Remember, the only way to grow in English is to keep practicing every day. See you in the next part.